Welcome back. Today we are going to discuss May and June current affairs questions part 3. Okay. In this video we are going to discuss 20 questions. This includes topics from science and technology, environment, economy, geography, history, society, means societal issues, international organization. So we are going to discuss these 7 topics in this video. So let's take up questions now. Consider the following statement regarding consular bonds and perpetual bonds. What is the meaning of perpetual? Perpetual means endless. Means endless bonds. Okay, take example. This is Indian government goes to the bank. It submits bonds and bank will give money. Take this money as 100 rupees for 1% interest rate. Means what? Every month government have to pay 1 rupee as interest to the bank. This total transaction should be something endless, because the name says it is endless bonds. Endless means what? Take example, if government is paying 1 rupee as interest rate and 100 rupees as some principal, totally it is paying 11 rupees to the bank. Okay, so these 10 rupees they will pay for 10 months. So 10 months it will become, in 10 months it will become 100 rupees, and in 10 months it will become 10 rupees. Totally government will pay 110 rupees in 10 months. Then the loans are redeemed. Okay, completed, finished. If it is finished, then what about the endlessness? There is no endlessness. This is a normal transaction, but we are calling as endless bonds. There should be something endless, right? What is that endless? How you can prolong this for lifelong? A government, bank, Indian government produces endless bonds and bank give 100 rupees for 1%, and here government only one option to make this transaction as endless. There is only one option left, that Indian government should only pay interest rate. It will keep paying interest rate, 1 rupee, 1 rupee, 1 rupee, 1 rupee, 1 rupee, 1 rupee, 1 rupee. Okay, but no principal amount. So it will be endless. So there is no maturity date. In previous example, maturity date was 10 months. Here no maturity date, because it is only paying interest rate. So bank will be getting fixed amount of money for every month, that is 1 rupee. Okay. What is the benefits of endless bonds compared to the normal bonds? We'll see. This is endless bonds. This is normal bonds. Here the government will borrow 100 rupees, and it will pay 1 rupee. Here it pays totally 11 rupees in a month. If government's income is just 20 rupees, here 20 rupees. In out of 20 rupees, it is spending 11 rupees as interest payment or for the loan payment itself. Means what? Government will be remained with just 9 rupees. Here government will be remained with 19 rupees. So if you take the burden ratio, here the burden on the government to repay and to run the country will be very high, because with the 9 rupees very high. Here the burden is very less. because it have to pay only 1 rupee. So during pandemic times, which method is good? Now you only say you will go for burdenless or burden which is very high. Definitely you have to opt for burdenless. So that's why many economic experts suggested that government should borrow through perpetual bonds so that its physical deficit will not increase. It will not impact its GDP by debt ratio. It will not lead to crowding out phenomena, and it will lead to expenditure in welfare and safeguard citizens. Now let's see the options. Perpetual bond is a fixed income security with no maturity date. True, because only 1 rupee you are getting every month and no maturity date. This is also true. It is often considered as a type of debt rather than equity. See, here it is not debt, right? It is equity type. Why? Because here government is giving bonds like share. If it take a government as a company, it is giving shares to the bank. Take bank as public. Okay. This company is paying to public every month 1 rupee. Okay, same like shares only, right? When company gives shares to the public, whatever the profit they are making, they will give. Okay, the only difference between perpetual bond and shares equity is here it is a fixed amount, here it's not fixed amount. That's it. So this one is wrong, so this one is correct. The A answer is A. Come to the second option. Consider the following statement regarding the Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Who is Gopal Krishna Gokhale? He is a moderator. He belongs to the moderator group. Okay, and though he belongs to the moderator group, in 1907, he intensely campaigned for the release of Lala Rajpat Rai. Okay, this is the one thing you have to remember because no book talks about this. And Gopal Krishna Gokhale established Servants of Indian Society in 1905. You have to remember this fact. And he also associated with Sarvajanik Sabha Journal, started by whom? Ranade. Should remember. Gopal Krishna founded Ranade Institute of Economics. Should remember. He also started English weekly known as Hitavada. English weekly known as Hitavada. You should remember this. And you know what? Gopal Krishna Gokhale is a mentor for whom? Gandhiji. Gandhiji even dedicated a book to Gopal Krishna Gokhale titled Dharmatma Gandhi. Gokhale, sorry. Dharmatma Gokhale. Okay, this is the fact that you should remember about Gopal Krishna Gokhale. So let's see the options now. He established the Servants of India Society 1905 for the expansion of Indian education, correct. He was also associated with Sarvajanik Sabha Journal started by Govind Ranade, correct. Gokhale founded the Ranade Institute of Economics and also started weekly newspaper Hitavada, correct. So answer is D. Consider the following statement regarding SARFAESI Act. Recently, Supreme Court in Panduranga Gandhi versus Vishwarao Patil case, Panduranga Gandhi versus Vishwarao Patil case, has given a judgment that SARFAESI Act can be used by the corporate banks. In the judgment, the Supreme Court has given verdict. It says that corporate banks comes under the definition of bank under Banking Regulation Act. Second, it says that Parliament has legislative competency to provide procedures for recovery of loans under SARFAESI Act. And third one is recovery of dues would be essential function of any financial institutions. These 3 points that was told in the Supreme Court verdict in Panduranga Ganapathy versus Vishwarao Patil case. Now the question is, what is this SARFAESI Act? The SARFAESI Act is a tool to recover bad loans. What are these bad loans? NPAs, who fail to pay back interest or principal amount. Okay, this is one of the tool. So banks are entitled to invoke this act to recover their loans. Okay, what type of loans? Loans are 2 types, one security loan, one unsecurity loan. Through this act you can only recover security loan. Security loan means what? A person will go to bank and submit some collateral. That can be housing document or land document or some document to the bank, and bank will keep this collateral and gives back money to this person. Okay, if this guy fails to pay interest or a loan back to the bank, then banks will keep his collateral, may sell off these collaterals to recover their loan. This is known as security loans. Okay, so what are the objectives of this SARFAESI Act? Securitization is one. Number 2, asset reconstruction. Number 3, establishment of security interest without court interference. Okay, without court interference. So what is securitization, what is asset reconstruction, what is establishment of security interest without court interference? Means securitization means whatever the collateral the bank has, means it will collect all NPAs, non-performing assets, accounts, collaterals, and it will sell off to recover their loans. Means it will sell off borrower's land or whatever the document he presented to recover the loan. This is known as securitization. What is asset reconstruction? It is converting non-performing assets into performing assets. with the help of asset reconstruction companies. This is the second thing that SARFAESI Act objective will do. What about the enforcement of security interest? Means if a person fail to pay interest to the bank for the 60 days, then to recover the defaults that borrower did, the banks will take back the possessions of the security or appoint a manager to manage this security whatever these guys submitted to the bank. This is all about the SARFAESI Act. Now we'll see the options now. It allows only secured creditors to take possession over a collateral security. One is correct. Its objective is to address the problem of NPAs of banks. Correct. It allows the enforcement of, yes, this is correct. So answer is D. Enforcement of security interest by lender without the intervention of court. Answer is D. So which of the following statement is correct regarding a Thoman? Here recently Iranian government has did redenomination. Redenomination when it does when there is significant inflation and currency devaluation. Okay, in these two cases the redenomination happens. Okay, so what is this redenomination? The government of Iran has slashed 4 zeros from Riyal. Okay, and it was authorized its replacement with another basic unit that is known as Thoman. Means what? 1 Thoman is equal to 10,000 Riyals. This is the thing. So answer is, it's Iranian currency. It is Iranian currency. That's it. Very simple. It is completely facts. You should know, because UPSC may ask these type of questions or these type of questions in examination. We have seen frequently it will ask by giving one word and it will ask what is it. Example, in 2017 it has asked about hackathon, and in 2020 it has asked about Texas Instrument. It is about oil. It is about Ministry of Education conducted hacking marathon. Anyway, like this UPSC will ask. So that's why this question has been played. And Champions Portal was launched to assist which of the following sector? What is Champions? C means what? Creation. H means harmonious. A means application. M means modern. P means process. I means increasing. O means output. N means national. S means strength. So totally creation and harmonious application of modern process for increasing the output and national strength. What is the national strength here? See, national strength economy depended upon MSME a lot, because it contributes to the 30% of the GDP, 40% of the manufacturing output and 40 to 45% of the exports. So it is a national strength. So it goes to MSME. It is launched by Ministry of MSME. So come to the sixth question. Consider the following statement regarding Samarth Enterprise Resource Planning. See, here you should know about one mission, that is National Mission of Education in Information Communication Technology scheme. Under this scheme, Samarth Enterprise Resource Planning scheme is there, and Swayam Prabha is there, and Swayam is there, and National Digital Library of India is there. These many schemes falls under National Mission of Education in Information and Communication Technology scheme. Okay, it is launched by the Ministry of Human Resource, means Education Ministry. It is nothing but a software to assist universities in their day-to-day administration or business. So Ministry of Commerce and Industry is wrong. It is developed under the National Mission of Education in Information and Communication Technology scheme. Correct answer is B. Let's take up next question. Insolvency is a situation when an entity is declared incapable of paying their dues and payable bills. Bankruptcy is that inability of an entity to pay its bills as and when they become due and payable. So what is insolvency and bankruptcy? You are a company, take example, and your income is 100 rupees, but your debt that you have borrowed, this is your asset. Imagine your liability that you have to pay back is 200 rupees. Means even if you completely pay also, you cannot pay back remaining 100 rupees. So you will be treated as it is your inability to pay back. Okay, so this is known as insolvency. You are insolvent. If you go, or if your creditors go to court. Creditors can be bank or anybody, or you can by yourself also go to the bank. If court declares that he is incapable, he is can say that he cannot repay the amount, then it will be called it as bankruptcy. You are bankrupt because you will be incapable. Means when court says it, it will become incapable. Inability will become incapable, because in incapable there is a legal term involved, that is by the government, because it is said by the court. Then your company will be given options to recover or to liquidate, to sell off, liquidate all your assets and pay to the bank. So insolvency is not incapable, It is inability. Bankruptcy is incapable because it involves legal term, legal status. So answer is D. Why it is in use? Because of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment, Ordinance. And which of the following items is GI status? What is GI status? It is geographical indication. This is like a patent or copyright or anything else is given to the goods. These goods can be manufactured goods, agricultural goods, or natural goods, not to the services. It is given to a goods under Geographical Indication of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999. Who will give this status? Register of Geographical Indication. Who is this Register of Geographical Indication? Controller General of Patents, Designs and Trademark will sanction this GI tag or status. Some of the example of GI status are, you have to mug up some GI status given to the products in 2020 and 2021. The famous one are Basmati rice, Darjeeling tea, Kanchipuram sarees, Nagpur orange, Agra peta, etc. You can say Banganapalli mangoes, etc. So come to the question. Gorakhpur terracotta, Kashmir saffron, Sofia Kovar painting. For all the GI status has been given. So answer is D. So which of the following statement is correct regarding sonic boom? These are shock waves produced when missiles were launched by submarines. They are shock waves produced when two black hole merges. This is known as gravitational waves. They are shock waves produced when volcano erupt. This is known as seismic waves. These are shock waves produced by planes and other objects that are flying equal to or greater than speed of sound. Sonic and speed of sound. So this sonic boom and this with the sound correlates because ultrasonic. So answer is D. Very easy question. In Bangalore, the shock boom has been created due to the aircraft flight equal to greater than speed of sound. Aircraft flew. So come to the 10th question. Due to the COVID-19 and lockdown, the demand in the market has been declined. To increase the inflation points, which of the following steps the RBI should take? Reducing repo rate. So demand is very low. If demand is low, question is asking what steps that RBI should take that demand will increase. If demand should increase, inflation should increase. If inflation should increase, money supply in the market should increase. Or in India should increase money supply. How money supply will increase? By reducing interest rate. If interest rates are reduced, then loan takeaways will increase, then money supply will increase. If interest rates are very high, then public will not go and take loans from bank, so money supply will not increase. Not only public, the investors will not come to bank and take money from bank and invest in the economy. So reducing repo rate is correct. So reducing reverse repo rate. Yes, reverse repo rate means what? The interest rate paid by the RBI on the bank's deposits. Banks go and deposits certain amount with RBI, on which the RBI will give some interest rate. Okay, take some example. This is RBI, these are banks, RBI and public. And this is economy. In economy the demand is low, very low, and public don't have money. So this is repo rate and this is reverse repo rate. RBI by using repo rate will give bank 100 rupees. With the interest, repo rate will be 10%. Example. Okay. And bank will, and reverse repo rate percentage will be 9%. If bank borrows 100 rupees for 10%, means what? Every month bank should pay 10 rupees as interest to the banks, to RBI. If bank deposit these 100 rupees, whatever they are getting from the RBI, with the RBI only, RBI will give them 9 rupees. Means what? They have to pay 10 rupees for borrowing. For depositing, RBI is giving them 9 rupees. So extra 1 rupee banks have to pay themselves, so that it will become 10 and they'll get 10 rupees. They will give back 10 rupees to the RBI. If, because the economic is slow, economic growth is very slow, if banks give these 100 rupees whatever they have borrowed to the public, there is a probability that bank thinks like this, that public may not repay, it may go as NPA, means public will not pay, it will become NPA. So there are high chances that they may not get these 9 rupees also, what RBI is giving. So banks will not give to public, they will deposit to the RBI only. So what is the solution? RBI should reduce this reverse repo rate now. From 9% it have to reduce to 4%. Means now banks will get only 4 rupees for depositing 100 rupees. So banks will not deposit, they are forcefully, they will be forced to give to the public now, because 4 rupees is very less amount, they cannot add extra 6 rupees. So they are forceful to the forced to lend money to the public. Like this, by giving money to the public, demand in the economy will increase, because money flow will increase in the market. So this and this is correct. See, reduce buying government securities and reducing direct taxes. Reducing direct taxes is what? Is physical measure. This is not RBI's work. This is government work. So eliminate 4, 4, 4. Answer is C. If you want to discuss this third point also, we can do it. Buying government security. RBI is there. This is government. Government will go and give bonds. RBI will buy bonds from the government, and money government will give to the government. RBI will give to the government money. So government will in turn will spend for the public. So money supply will increase. So the demand will increase. So the inflation will increase. So this is how it works. So answer is C. Come to the 11th question. Consider the following statement regarding the World Health Organization. World Health Organization is very much in need due to the COVID-19 issue. Okay, and because World Health in May 2020, USA has stopped its funding to the WHO. So what the WHO did? WHO Foundation. It has started the WHO Foundation, which is independent of the WHO. Okay, this WHO Foundation will get funding from the general public, that is philanthropic contributions. This foundation is also the headquarters at Geneva. Okay, and you should know that WHO foundation funds 80% comes from voluntary sources, 20% comes from the flexible asset contribution from member states, just 20%. Means 80% of the WHO funds depends on the voluntary contribution. Okay, this WHO foundation will broaden the WHO funds. Okay, these funds are used for triple billion goals. What is this triple billion goals? TBG or protect 1 billion people from health emergencies, universal health coverage, health and well-being. Or these are the three goals under triple billion goals. So now let's see the options. 80% of WHO budget comes in the form of flexible assessed contribution. Wrong. It is voluntary contribution. In voluntary contribution also there are specified voluntary contribution and core voluntary contribution. Okay, from the member state. Wrong. It is 20% from the member state. WHO Foundation is legally independent from the WHO. Correct. Headquarters is in Geneva. Correct. Answer is this is wrong. B. Which of the following is or causes of wildfires? In 2020 May, Uttarakhand faced forest fires, and moreover every year India faces more than 20,000 forest fires. You should remember. Wildfires nothing but a forest fires. So what are the reasons for them? There are natural reasons and artificial reasons. Natural reasons are thunderstorm, nothing but lightning, increase in surface air temperature. Due to friction, fire will be generated, and volcanic eruption. This is in general. Okay, volcanic eruption is not in India. Volcanic eruption, maybe in Barren Island it may happen. Last time when the Barren Island volcano has erupted in 2019-18, this is an active volcano. And artificial means deforestation, exposing ground or delicate trees to increase temperature, and man-made fires means man will fire the forest wantonly for the industrial purpose. And shifting cultivation means slash and burn cultivation, etc. Now let's see the options. Lightning, increase the surface air temperature, volcanic eruption, all are correct. But you should, for extra information, you should also know that because 20,000 is a huge number, right? Government has taken some steps. That National Action Plan on Forest Fires in 2018. Next one is intensification of forest management scheme in 2017. These are specially for the forest fires. Now let's see the 13th question. Consider the following passage. It requires the temperature between 15 degrees to 35 degrees, and it requires rainfall between 65 centimeters to 75 centimeters. It can grow in regions humid tropics to dry mild subtropics. It has several nutrients like calories, proteins, carbohydrates, potassium, trace quantity of vitamin C and B6. T. Do you think tree will go rainfall between 65 centimeters to 75 centimeters? No. Do you think tea has all these nutrients? No. So you can eliminate. Same with the coffee, you can eliminate. What about mango? Mangoes also does not have these proteins. So answer is banana. You may ask why banana is in news. Suddenly why I have asked about banana, because of the for that you have to see the next question. Fusarium wilt TR4 during COVID-19. It is a disease actually, has also outbreak and devastated plantations across globe, especially Ecuador, faced most of the devastation. What is this TR4? This is tropical race 4. It is caused by the fungus strain. Means what? Fungus, caused by the fungus. There is no treatment for this. Actually this TR4 is same as COVID-19 in bananas. So let's see the options. The Chinese space project to Saturn, wrong. It is a USA project that develops vaccine for COVID-19, wrong. It is a new super Earth found by the NASA, wrong. It is a lethal fungal disease of banana, correct. So come to the next question. Consider the following. Antigens is a protective protein produced by immune system in response to the presence of foreign substance. Antibody is any substance that induce the immune system to produce antigen against it. This is wrong because antigen is a any substance, means what? It can be chemical, pollen, bacteria, virus, etc. Any substance will induce immune system to produce. It will go and say immune system to produce, alert immune system to produce antibodies against, to fight the infection. Okay, what is antibodies now? Antibodies are a protein produced by the immune system to fight against infection. So antibodies definition is this, antigen definition is this. Here antibodies will come. So answer is D. Consider the following statement. Rapid antigen test. It is a test detects protein fragments specific to virus. Result can be reported within 15 minutes. This is very famous rapid antigen test and RT-PCR. About these two, definitely you should know because it is in current news, current affairs for last 1 year. So 1 is correct. What about 2? RT-PCR test detects RNA that is specific to virus and results can be reported within 24 hours. So see, coronavirus is made up of what? RNA. Okay, to detect this coronavirus, first RNA should be converted to a DNA using technique called reverse transcription. That's why it is known as reverse transcription. Okay, and these DNA, copies of DNAs are made and amplified. So it will take minimum 24 hours or more than 24 hours. So answer is, this is also correct, this is also correct. Answer is C. Consider about the following statement regarding Arogya Setu. Arogya Setu is very much in news from last 1 year. Government has launched this app to detect COVID suspects and stop the transmission by alerting public in the public places. To alert public means this app must be using some technology that can be artificial technology. Definitely whoever comes beside you, this artificial technology will alert you, and it also uses Bluetooth technology, etc. So now It has been launched by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. This is true because it is an app of information technology, and it will help people in identifying the risk of getting infected and helps to calculate risk based on the user interaction with others. This is true. It uses Bluetooth technology. This to answer is D. Simple. Which of the following statements is or correct regarding agriculture, processed food products export development authority? Export Development Authority. So what are the options? It is under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. See, it is under the Ministry of Commerce and Industries. Its main aim is, its responsibility is for the export promotion, alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Okay, and even the agriculture export, everything it will take care of the exports related stuff. Okay, what about the import? Do you think it takes care of import? In the name itself there is export here. Export development. Do you think it will take imports? Yes, it will even take the responsibility of import, but only of one item, that is sugar. Import of sugar, that you should know. By looking at agriculture, you should not think it is under the Ministry of Agriculture. It will come under the Ministry of Agriculture. This is wrong. So answer 1 is wrong, 1 is wrong, 1 is wrong. So it has been entrusted with the responsibility to monitor the imports of sugar. Correct. 2 is correct. And it is mandated with the responsibility of export promotion of alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Yes, this is also correct. So answer is B. Come to the next question. In 2020, India has seen COVID-19 notified disaster, cyclone Amphan, Vizag, sterile gas leak, and locust attack. So now we are talking about locust attack. So locusts are, they have entered from Africa. They went to Arabian Peninsula. From Arabian Peninsula they came to India through Pakistan. Though every year India faces, but this time locust attack was severe due to climate change and heavy rainfall in eastern Africa and Arabian Sea, because locust, the breeding ground of locust is dampened grounds. This heavy rainfall is more favorable for locusts to grow in desert areas due to dampened grounds. Why we should care of locusts? Because locusts are omnivorous, means they eat plant and animals, and their attack will be like, they will come, the swamp of locusts will be in a swamp. There will be like 60 to 70 million locusts. If these many locust attacks a cropland, each locust eats only 3 grams of crop, but 70 million locusts will eat 70 into 3 is 210 million grams of crop it will eat. So it will affect agriculture a lot. To avoid these attack, there should be warning system so that government can be ready with the chemicals to spray on them. That the Lucas Warning Organization is under the Ministry of Earth and Science is wrong. It is under the Ministry of Agriculture. Lucas Warning Organization sprays malathion 96 and chlorpyrifos chemicals. This is true. So answer is D. Come to the last question. Consider the following statements. Tropical storms. We will name cyclones by calling it as this is severe tropical storm, typhoon, severe typhoon. How we are naming them? We name them based on their wind speed. Right. So tropical depression wind speed will be up to less than or equal to 51 kilometer per hour, and tropical storm speed will be between 62 to 88 kilometer per hour, and severe tropical storms wind speed will be 89 to 117 kilometer per hour. Typhoon will be wind speed will be 118 to 220 kilometer per hour. Super typhoon wind speed will be more than 220 kilometer per hour. It definitely you should know this difference. Tropical depression, what is less than or equal to 61 kilometer per hour. Tropical storm 62 to 88. Severe tropical storm 89 to 117. Typhoon 118 to 220. Super typhoon 220, more than 220. If you remember this, and tropical storm 89 to 117 is correct or wrong? Is definitely wrong, because it should be 62 to 88. Typhoon 62 to 88, correct or wrong? This is wrong, because it should be 118 to 220. Tropical depression, definitely wrong, because it should be less than or equal to 61 kilometer per hour. Very simple to remember. First, tropical depression will come. The next stage is tropical storms. Next stage is severe tropical storm. Next stage is typhoon. Next stage is super typhoon. This is 61. This is 62 to 188. This is 89 to 117. This is 118 to 220. This is more than 220. If you remember this, then you can solve this type of question. And you should remember also, because nowadays cyclones are in news. So the next part, next 20 questions we'll discuss tomorrow. Till then, bye. Thank you.